everyone, I'm Nora Crone. I'm a violist in New York City, co-founder of the Till Project for String Players, and a musician's vocal dystonia recovery advocate. In today's video, I'll be talking about a potentially controversial subject, which is why relaxation was not the answer to my musician's vocal dystonia, and what was. If you're new to this channel, I invite you to check out some of my previous videos in which I explain more about my recovery process, which was under the guidance of a violinist named Sophie Till in something called the Till approach. In a nutshell, learning an approach to playing that was based on physical logic, the same physical logic that we use in our everyday activities, gradually changed my brain and my dystonic symptoms disappeared. So, how does physical logic relate to the concept of relaxation? And why is relaxation ultimately not necessarily what we're aiming at in vocal dystonia recovery? Because vocal dystonia symptoms are often related to a sense of tension, undesired physical tension and contraction, and usually also emotional and psychological distress, the common advice that we hear from others or often give ourselves is just relax. And I want to be clear, there's nothing wrong with seeking a sense of emotional ease and calm in our relationship to the instrument. In fact, during the recovery process, we do need to cultivate this sense of secure, easy, grounded awareness in order to access a cognitive and physical state that will promote effective observation and movement. However, seeking a state of calm in the mind and nervous system, while totally valid and necessary, does not address the problem of how we're going to use our bodies, because ultimately playing is a physical act. And in the case of musicians' vocal dystonia, addressing the confusion surrounding how to move is a crucial element. At least it was in my experience and in the case of others I've assisted. So here's why telling our bodies to just relax is problematic. Just do this with me. Grab an object, anything you've got on hand, and swing your arm and let the arm plop up like this. And do that a few times. Great. Now, relax your wrist. So what happened when I said relax? Your muscles disengaged and the wrist went limp. And then what? Well, since the body isn't dumb, once the wrist was taken out of the picture, the fingers started to grip so we wouldn't drop the bottle. And this is a very important principle to understand, which comes from the Taubman approach to piano, the body of knowledge that the Till approach comes from. And the principle is this. Each part does its job according to and in proportion to its design, no more and no less. So what happens when it doesn't? Something else will compensate. So imagine trying to carry something heavy like this, or trying to punch something with a relaxed wrist, or trying to use a sharp knife with a floppy wrist. Obviously, you'd hurt yourself. And that's a very powerful realization. Because playing is an activity that requires the appropriate engagement of every part of our body, relaxation can actually hurt us. In contrast, if you think about how your body feels when you're in the middle of a great workout or cooking a meal or cleaning, you may or may not be mentally and emotionally relaxed, but your body is definitely not relaxed. It's appropriately active. The ease that we experience in any of these situations is not because our body is relaxed, but because each part is doing its job according to and in proportion to its design. And when that principle is operating, we use our bodies well and feel good doing it. The other reason that just relax isn't necessarily the best direction that we can give ourselves when we're dealing with dystonic symptoms is that it's actually not all that helpful. When something is problematically or inappropriately active, either a dystonic symptom or a seemingly unrelated problem like gripping in our shoulder or jaw or something, and we just say relax, we're effectively saying stop that, don't do that. And the reason it doesn't really work is that the brain and body can't operate from a negative. They just go dead. Instead, we need to understand what's behind that tension or dystonic posture and go about dismantling it by giving the brain and body a clear picture of what we do want, exactly what each part's role is in the task at hand. Doing this detailed work step by step is what enabled me to recover from dystonia and forms the basis of the approach that I use to assist others. The last thing I want to say about relaxation is that over time, as the body and brain start to learn a new way of moving on the instrument that is profoundly grounded in physical logic, we begin to feel a growing sense of security. The instrument stops being a special object that inspires all kinds of alien movement patterns with their attendant brain wiring, and starts to belong to the same category as all of the other objects in our lives that we engage with in normal and predictable ways. And our dystonic symptoms start to diminish. As a result, we do feel an increasing sense of psychological and emotional ease and comfort in our playing, even when life throws us off balance or we're under pressure. So that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please like it and forward it to anyone who you think might benefit. If you want more videos on dystonia recovery, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you want more tips on healthy string playing in general, you can subscribe to the Till Project. My name is Nora Crone, and if you'd like to work with me or just want to get in touch, my website is www.noracrone.com. Thanks everyone. See you next time.